"Where's your wallet, old man?" The gang leader stepped forward, smirking as his buddies closed in. A half-circle of hooded teens in dark clothes surrounded the man in the wheelchair like a pack of wolves. The veteran didn't move. His hands rested on the armrests of the chair, knuckles pale, breath slow. His left leg was gone below the knee. His jacket was stained, his beard overgrown, but his eyes, those eyes were steady. "Told you," he muttered, voice low. "I don't carry cash." Wrong answer. The tallest one shoved the chair. It jerked back slightly. The veteran grunted, gripping the sides, but didn't fall. "Let's see what else you got." The gang member sneered, reaching for the backpack strapped behind the chair. "Bet there's meds in here." "Sellable stuff." The others laughed, egging him on. A few pulled out phones, ready to record. The street was nearly empty, just past midnight in a forgotten corner of the city. A broken streetlight buzzed overhead. No one to call, no one to help. The gang thought they had easy prey. An old crippled vet. Outnumbered. Outmatched. But they missed something. The glint in his eyes wasn't fear. It was memory. He had seen worse than this. He'd faced armed men in deserts far from home, lost blood, lost brothers, and lived to remember every second. As one of the teens reached down to yank his backpack, a sudden roar cut through the air. An engine. Loud, deep, controlled. A sleek, blacked-out SUV rolled up slowly beside the scene, all tinted windows. No plates. The kind of vehicle that doesn't belong in this part of town unless it's there for a reason. The gang froze. The SUV stopped right beside them. Doors didn't open. Windows didn't roll down. Just silence. And presence. The veteran didn't flinch. A ghost of a smile played at the corner of his lips. The gang leader laughed nervously. "What? Your Uber?" Suddenly the front passenger window hissed down. Inside, a man in a dark suit and aviators stared straight ahead. His jaw was squared, his face unreadable. The driver's side lowered next. Another man. Similar build. Same expression. They didn't speak. The tension snapped. The veteran finally looked up. "Boys," he said, "you should leave." "Or what?" One of them barked. "You gonna roll us over?" Clunk. All 4 SUV doors opened in sync. Out stepped 4 men in tactical black. Not police. Not street toughs. These were professionals. Military-grade calm. Clean movements. No hesitation. One wore a SEAL Trident patch, another bore a Special Forces insignia. All of them moved like they'd done this before many, many times. The gang backed up instinctively. "Hey, man, this ain't your business." One of the operators spoke, voice low and level. "That man is our business." They formed a semicircle around the veteran's wheelchair, facing the teens. No weapons drawn, no threats made. Just presence. The gang leader tried to act tough. "We didn't touch him. We were just messing around." Another stepped back. "Let's go, man. Let's bounce." And just like that they scattered, disappeared into the shadows they came from. No fight, no words, just the weight of silence they couldn't match. Once they were gone, the SEAL turned to the veteran. "You okay, Gunny?" The old man nodded. "Wasn't planning on dying tonight." The SUV crew chuckled softly, tension melting. "We were doing recon nearby," said the driver. "Caught the feed from the street cam. Figured we'd check in." The veteran looked down at his chair. "Guess I'm not as invisible as I thought." "Not to us," one of them replied. "You're never alone." They helped him load into the SUV, folding the chair with practiced care. As the door closed behind him, the veteran finally exhaled. He had fought for a country that often forgot its warriors once the battle ended. But tonight he remembered something deeper. Real soldiers don't forget their own. As the SUV pulled away into the night, he looked out the window at the dark city streets. Somewhere, a gang was still laughing, still plotting, still hungry for fear. But not tonight. Tonight, they ran into something bigger than fear. They ran into loyalty. They ran into brotherhood. They ran into the kind of men who never need to raise their voice because their presence speaks louder than any threat. And in that silent moment when the SUV rolled up and those doors opened, justice didn't shout. It simply arrived. Before you scroll away, take a second. Tell us where you're watching from and what this story taught you. Your comment is not just a comment, it's part of this story's impact.